Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody ready for Monday Night Raw? I did a preview earlier, and it looks like the show is pretty stacked. Looks like there's going to be a lot to talk about tonight. A whole lot. I mean, Roman Reigns returning, and after that promo between him and Punk recently, that should be incredibly interesting. And then you also have Brock Lesnar coming back, and he has an open challenge. Not to mention the Intercontinental Championship match between AJ Lee and Bayley. So, lots of interesting things tonight. I'm kind of interested to see just where Roman takes this, because it felt like between the segment between him and Punk, it definitely felt like that everybody was kind of in his corner up until that last line, and it just kind of took things to another level. So it definitely felt like an escalation in terms of how personal this thing had been up to that point. So there's AJ Lee and Punk. So I don't know.
Maxine Dupree finally has her opportunity to again get her hands on her mentor.
Hey, how's it going, Johnny?
Natty tonight.
So phone is just nice. I'll be on the chat. Yeah, it sounds good, man. Yeah, looks like we got a good episode of Monday Night Raw tonight. Pretty loaded, honestly.
Tonight, we take a look back at the shocking betrayal of Balor last week. The Women's World Champion, Stephanie
Definitely looks
McCare,
like a stacked show.
33 nights away from WrestleMania, where she defends against Liv Morgan. Tonight, she must face Liv Judgment Day teammate Raquel Rodriguez. And on Friday Night SmackDown, an incident that has folks around the world talking. The shocking betrayal of Cody Rhodes.
I'm so excited for what Roman has to say. Yeah, so same here. It's just kind of interesting to see where he's going to take it, because after how personal Punk made it, and then having the Usos and everything, it just definitely feels like I think they're going to have to step it up majorly, because they're going to really want people invested in this main event. You saw what happened with Randy and Cody on Friday, so they're going to want to amp it up. Oh no, not the Foot Clan again.
A sea of hooded men.
Oh no, not the Foot Clan again. They're back. Oh, there's Seth.
And there's the leader.
The leader of the Foot Clan. What's this?
Seth Rollins.
Let me make this perfectly clear.
Oh man.
I created the vision, and I will be the one to kill the vision.
Oh man, he went there with that. Spoken like a true shredder.
I don't care if you're on the shelf like Breaker and Reed. I don't care if you're a little peon hanger-on like Austin Theory or Logan Paul.
Oh, he's burying him.
If you stand next to Paul Heyman, consider yourself marked for death.
That's pretty serious.
2 weeks ago, I had the satisfaction of putting a steel chair in Paul Heyman's back. I had the satisfaction of stomping Paul Heyman's fat head right here on this mat.
I mean, why are you so upset you betrayed somebody to get Paul Heyman? I mean, I love you, but, well, let's be honest here. He's not necessarily known for his virtues. Oh, there he is. Wow, he's looking rough. Looking rough. Oh, man. He's got pink eye.
Look what the cat dragged in. You know, Paul, you think you're smarter than me, don't you?
Is Brock going to come out right behind Paul? Fans have something to say. The people are speaking.
I don't have to say it. They'll say it for me, Paul. Come on, Paul. Can't you move a little faster than that?
No, but there's something to this.
You got something to say, Paul? I see you got a microphone in your hand there.
Yeah, there's something about
I hope
this.
it was worth it. I hope it was worth it for you, Paul. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Letting you in my inner circle was the worst one I've ever made.
Yeah.
And I will pay you back for your betrayal every single day until you are gone from this business. I will cut you out like the cancer you are.
Using that AEW terminology.
I wasn't. Going to come out here, but I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Uh-oh. Brock.
Did I interrupt your precious little hateful promo? It's because I'm effing with you. Because you effed with me, I'm gonna F with you because everybody knows what the rule is. F-A-F-O! F-A-F-O! F-A-F-5!
Knew it.
Oh no!
Knew it. The Foot Clan is about to get taken to Suplex City. Poor Foot Clan. Are they all gonna scatter or are they all gonna stay? Like, what's Rollins paying these guys? Like, is it like an hourly deal or what do we got here? I thought Brock had an open challenge. This doesn't look like an open challenge. Seth's gonna put the mask on and blend into the crowd.
Seth is now surrounded by these hooded men acting as a shield. I think Seth's gonna need more than a shield. He's gonna need a damn Hulk Buster.
A Hulk Buster.
We wondered last week how Lesnar would feel about Seth's actions toward Brock's own advocate. I think we're about to get our answer.
Dude's looking jacked.
It is not often that someone has laid hands on Paul Heyman. And after everything
Thanks for
Lesnar
following
and
over on
Heyman
Twitch,
have been
Donovan.
through in their careers,
Appreciate it.
there could be hell to pay for Rollins tonight. It is so scary when this man takes his time like this. Lesnar licking his chops, surveying the scene.
Oh no, there goes the Foot Clan.
Just wiping people out. That didn't go well. Oh, God.
Hope these guys have health insurance.
Bodies being thrown everywhere by Lesnar.
That one guy just took like a preemptive bump. That's what I would have done. Just take that preemptive bump and get down.
I don't blame him. Oh, that wasn't wise.
Nah, that's bad.
Oh my God! Break his back on the stairs. Suplex into
Like,
the
are you trying to?
barricade.
Okay.
Lesnar out of control.
I'll be honest. Like, it is a story. Let's not.
Corey, Seth Rollins isn't medically cleared to compete. I don't think Lesnar
Let's not put
cares.
anybody in like a
Step to the beast at your own
wheelchair
risk.
from an overhead suplex here.
Brock Lesnar is wiping out a dozen men. And it doesn't look like
I'd love to see Seth get the better of him. Go.
Suplex City.
What's this? Oh, man. Oba. All right, so Oba versus Brock. Is that what we're getting? Another long entrance before the action.
Today of all days. But oh, hell yeah. Oba Femi is here.
Michael Cole just turned into Stone Cold. Wow, okay. Yeah, Brock's like, he's checking it out. I want to see the size here between the two. Like, what's the discrepancy? Get some dude's hair. Oh, man. That's a showdown. That's interesting. Oba's got him.
Almost got Brock. Almost got Brock. Holy
Wow.
The ruler just put down the beast.
Now that's cool. Wow.
Corey.
That's wild. Okay.
I think Oba Femi.
I think I pretty much understand what he's saying here.
WrestleMania Open Challenge.
It looks like Oba, Brock at WrestleMania. Oba all the way. And then Paul Heyman's like, what did just happen?
Corey, listen. I have covered every step.
That's unreal.
Of Brock Lesnar's career. I cannot remember one time when someone walked down to the ring, looked Brock in the eye, picked up 300 pounds, and slammed him to the mat.
The Beast Incarnate was just manhandled by Oba Femi in front of God and the entire world. I cannot believe what we just saw.
Are we going to get Femi, Brock at WrestleMania?
Oh, God, I hope so.
I mean, that pretty much,
I hope so.
that's what it looks
Well,
like.
What an explosive start tonight to Monday Night Raw. Just like the way we ended Monday Night Raw last week with Punk and the Usos in the ring.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool opening. Not quite sure where Seth sits in that. That doesn't quite answer that question of where does Seth rest in this scenario.
Bury you next to your father.
There's that line.
Roman Reigns has never respected me, but I will force him to respect the position I hold.
Hey, Punk, we need you to apologize right now.
Why is Roman still sending his cousins out here in the ring to do his heavy lifting?
Hey, look, you better apologize right now, Punk.
I mean, I get it, but like, why are you so upset?
Trash about Roman all you want to, but what you did last week was disrespect our late uncle who has no voice. So apologize.
You're right. Zika doesn't have a voice. And I'm not spiritual, but we're friends. And I know you are. Do you think right now, can he hear us? Now, if you think Zika heard that, then you believe he can see. And that is what a lying, axe-stabbing, manipulative politician.
I mean, that escalated pretty quickly. Punk is not willing to,
This ain't about Roman Reigns.
he's not willing to admit any kind of wrongdoing here. No accountability for the words.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry Roman Reigns treated the two of you and the rest of his family in the bloodline like garbage. If he cared about you, I'd be standing in the ring talking to him right now instead of his young boys.
Oh, man. I mean, at that point, it's like you're not even just insulting. You're not just insulting, you know, one of the members of his family. You're actually you just called them young boys. So
as an explosive Monday Night Raw continues, Roman Reigns will be here in just a bit. I still cannot get that image out of my head of Ova Femi lifting Lesnar up and delivering the awesome grace.
A truly surreal sight. Just feet in front of us. I still can't get over it. Unbelievable.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about what happened at AAA this past weekend.
And this was the final of the Rey de Reyes tournament, which was the original El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano, La Parca, and Santos Escobar. As you can see, the matchup was chaotic as expected. El Grande Americano would return, and Rayo and Bravo.
Rayo and Bravo
Americanos would handcuff the original out amongst the crowd, opening the door for El Grande Americano to deliver the headbutt and become your 2026 Rey de Reyes.
Well, the question is, will original El Grande Americano
pretty
get some
interesting how
tonight, because coming up next,
El Grande
we'll see
Americano
El
is sort of,
Grande Americano
at this point, he's like
live
outpacing the
on
original
Netflix.
El Grande Americano. Like, Ludwig has really taken this gimmick and ran with it. So I did purchase a pay-per-view over the weekend. I purchased Revolution. Pretty much I've watched like every pay-per-view they've ever done. Purchased it through HBO Max. And I noticed something wasn't quite right because I was watching, it was like 10 after, and I go over to my TV and I go ahead to log in, or at least to turn on the kickoff show, 0 Hour. And the weird thing is I noticed that it came on at 7. I know they typically run matches for that hour. So I was pretty excited to watch it. And it says the event hasn't started yet or whatever. It's playing like the buffer music. So I checked my phone. Obviously 0 Hour is already happening. It's on YouTube. It's working just fine. So okay. Yeah, they've messed something up. I'll go take a shower, get ready for the show, grab a snack, come back. 0 Hour, still not working. At this point, it's deep enough in that I was just like, hey, I'm not even going to bother watching 0 Hour. I'll just wait till 8, watch the main show, call it good. Kind of sucks because I actually paid for the pay-per-view and not getting to see it. So 8 o'clock comes around, and the show will not open. Like it just spins. It just like a buffer. Like anytime I click it, it just spins. It will not work. So frustrated, upset about it a little bit. And so I go ahead and I start trying to watch on my phone, which is out of sync. And I start trying to cast it I start trying to cast it to the TV, out of sync. So I just back out. And so ultimately what happened is I watched for like an hour. Or I tried to watch for like an hour. And I never got to. So it was like 10:30, 10:40 last night. Nobody got to watch that I could see on as far as if they were streaming through their TVs. I saw so many people upset, complaining, wanting their money back, wanting refunds. I never got to watch the show. So I've had some things spoiled from the show. I know some of the outcomes of the matches, but I missed the show. I do have a couple of opinions about the things that I did see, so we'll get into that in just a second. See what Johnny has to say here. He says, oh, by the way, did you check out AAA? The show over the weekend was like an hour and a half opposed to only 1 hour because it was a special show. And oh, man, sorry about the stuff with the pay-per-view. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it made me very upset that I paid $40 for the show and didn't get to watch it. Did not get to check out the AAA show, but I will watch that because it looked like an awesome show from the clips I've seen. And I did watch AAA last weekend, so I just need to watch the show from this weekend. Yeah, I got so frustrated with the Revolution pay-per-view. I was just like, I went and started editing videos. I just kind of tapped out on the whole thing. But hopefully, it says that it's available to watch up until like September, so maybe it'll be working now and I can go back and watch it. But again, it's one of those things where, you know, those shows are just better live. But how was the AAA show? Was it awesome? Because it looked awesome. And so also a couple of things that happened on Revolution that I saw was, one of the bigger ones was the debut of Ronda Rousey. I know that she'd done some stuff with Ring of Honor previously. I mean, it's a pretty big get.
You can have the original and the real.
And his opponent from the Gulf of America.
So it was kind of a big get, but I'm not quite sure. I was never a huge fan of what she did in WWE. So. And then, of course, the main event, it got a little, I think that Tony needs to get to a point, I don't know, maybe Johnny, maybe you feel the same way about this. I kind of feel like that Tony needs to start telling performers no before something really tragic happens in the ring, because, I mean, some of the things that I saw from just clips from that main event last night, and I like hardcore matches, and I was a big fan of ECW growing up. But some of the stuff they're doing now, I mean, with the syringe, with the chains and all this stuff, it's like at some point it doesn't feel like wrestling anymore. So I don't know, maybe I'm just in that camp. I don't mind extreme matches, but it just feels like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like wrestling at some point when you're not trying to do anything with just those kinds of things. So I don't know, I may feel completely different once I watch the whole show or the whole match, but the match I've heard everybody between Hangman and MJF was incredible, but I just didn't, I don't know, some of those things, it's just like, it makes me a little worried and concerned for the performers when I'm seeing that kind of stuff, and I'm like, if you're doing this for my entertainment, you don't have to. Just put on a great match. Okay, cool. Yeah, that last episode was so fun, and I didn't buy a Revolution, but I listened to a streamer stream it, so I heard the audio, and the AAA show was so much fun. I love AAA. That's awesome, man. Yeah, you've definitely inspired me to check more of it out, because that was one wrestling company that I just hadn't given a ton of attention to. So I have you to thank for that. The last episode I really enjoyed, so I'm looking forward to this one. And I've seen a couple of things, but other than that, I have to say there's going to be a lot on the AAA show that I haven't seen anybody mention yet. So a lot of that's going to be like watching it without prior knowledge. So I'm very excited about that, and hopefully I can get the Revolution show to work as well. But I was thinking about going live for Revolution, and I'm not sure if it would have worked on my PC, but it was not working at all on my TV.
Nobody doubts the
or my
ability of
phone.
the original El
And I was
Grande
like,
Americano, but this isn't a case
like
of
these
who did it
streams,
first.
they're
It's a case of who
so
does it better.
there's so many
And in the
moving
black,
parts
the real
already
El
when you
Grande
factor in
Americano is your
all the
reigning
things that I have to
AAA
have
Rey
going
Reyes,
just to
and may
make this
soon be
work.
mega champion.
It's pretty wild. And I thought if they're having technical issues, that's not going to leave any room for me to have any.
It's sent over the top rope. Down goes Rayo and Bravo. And the original in control.
I mean, do you think that, considering how that's the gimmick with El Grande has been received in AAA, the Ludwig version, I feel like he's going to, I feel like he's probably going to, I think that gimmick will go on further with him than Chad. What do you think?
With the Intercontinental Championship on the line.
Penta was in the house Saturday night in Puebla, an absolutely supercharged night of action.
I don't think this rivalry will ever be
Let me
settled
get
until
this chat widget up here.
find out who these men really are, I
Just
guess.
notice my chats are not coming through right now. Let's see.
That could take generations, Cole.
Keep
I
that
have some
layer.
ideas.
Click here.
And believe me, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Now look at the original. Chopman away at El
Trying to get
Grande.
that to show up.
Oh, nice DDT. Cover, looking for a win. Kick out at 2.
Absolutely beautiful counter by Americano.
How's that not working?
Effortlessly sliding into a DDT and turning the tides back in his own favor.
What are those two fools doing outside the ring?
Are you referring to Rayo and Bravo, who
Yeah.
are simply trying to culture the people of San Antonio a little bit?
They were dancing and big right hand.
Is that it?
If you had moves like that, you would never stop dancing either.
Let's, okay.
Grande Americano now looking to take control.
Why is it not working?
And a kick out.
Oh, okay. Let's try this.
Slow, deliberate
There we
pace
go.
being utilized at the moment by the real El Grande Americano.
Edit the
Chin
size
lock
of that
applied.
just a little bit.
Great inside cradle by the original.
This may be enough to put him away near fall. Oh, my!
Jeez.
Did you hear that?
Cover!
And somehow
That was
the
a shot.
OG kicks out. A kick right to the face.
That was disturbing.
Let's see how that works.
To say the least.
I can't believe the original
A
even
little bit bigger.
conscious at this point.
We almost fell out of our chairs.
There we go.
And now the original, not just conscious, but taking the fight again to El Grande. Once again.
All right, Johnny says, and yeah, I'm an EMT and I've been desensitized to pretty much anything bloody whatsoever, so I don't mind the blood, but I 100% understand why it's not for
Flips into the
everyone.
cover.
Yeah, and
Near
that's,
fall.
I bet you are definitely desensitized to it. And it's not real, but I'm a big horror movie fan, and I grew up watching a lot of horror movies, and so there's like a part of me, like, I'm one of those guys that can watch like a Friday the 13th or Halloween, and it's like whatever,
this has been a,
don't pay any attention to it.
Even matchup
But then if I see
between
somebody get
the
like a shot or
original
something, I'm
and
kind of
El Grande
squeamish.
Americano,
But
who's going to be real El Grande
but
Americano.
yeah, man, it's definitely one of those things where I'm
wow,
like,
throw.
I hope these guys are really taking care of themselves, because it's
Beautiful
like,
maneuver by the
I
original
don't think
El
this,
Grande
the AEW
Americano.
crowd, I don't think that roster
Fortunately
is going
for
to be
him,
wrestling
unable to
into their
capitalize
50s like
at
the
the moment.
WWE roster is
Electric
right now.
crowd here tonight in San
it's like
Antonio. Sold out,
running so fast and so hard. And I'm not sure about that outcome with Hangman
WWE
either.
fans on
He's like
hand
one of my
as the
favorites.
road to WrestleMania winds through
That's cool to know
Texas.
you're an EMT though, man. That's cool. And Ludwig could very well meet Dom for the AAA belt, considering how over he is in Mexico. Yeah. I mean, it could definitely happen based on what I was seeing in the clips and stuff. It's pretty wild. And I mean, to think too that I don't know if that's ever happened where it's like a, you know, a gimmick and then somebody sort of picks up the gimmick and runs with it and runs even faster than the one before.
And blocked. Missed with the elbow.
Yeah, I have friends who just watched WWE and straight up couldn't stomach watching the death match. And thanks for saying it's cool. I love it so much. That's awesome to hear. I mean, because that's not an easy job, and I have so much respect for people who do that. Yeah, I mean it really is cool, man.
That could cost the original.
Taking out Bravo. Able to duck underneath. Face first.
Yeah, it's like saving people and stuff. It's wild.
Put him away. And El Grande kicks out.
And as far as people not being able to stomach it, like I've had people say that before with AEW.
Stop to the momentum being built by the Rey de Reyes.
And
the real El Grande Americano.
I think that when the story, like I remember the Cody Dustin Rhodes match back, like it's like Double or Nothing. I think it was Double or Nothing 2019. And that match was incredibly graphic and bloody. And I was like, this is such a story. Like there was such a story behind it that I was like, yeah, this is awesome. So I'm hoping that this match, this death match, has that type of story as well. To where it's like, okay, it makes sense.
Frustration in the eyes of El Grande Americano.
It's sort of like the old argument about Moxley, who I'm a big John Moxley fan. And it's sort of like, you know, anytime you mention Moxley, everything he does that's incredible is always overshadowed by the fact that when you say you're a Moxley fan, people say, what do you like John Moxley? All he does is just bleed every match. You hear it every time. And it's like, you know, he's actually a really strong wrestler. And he's a great storyteller. But it always gets overshadowed by the fact that he bleeds in most of his matches.
And look at trying to make the rope to force a break, and will do that.
Oh, man. He's got Ryo and Bravo out here trying to
But has the damage been done?
get into the ropes.
Calling for Bravo to get up on the apron. Driving El Grande into the corner. Roll through now.
Look at this power from the original, and Ryo now on the backside.
And the referee out of position because he's dealing with Ryo. The original had this one won. He had a 3 count off that suplex.
Ryo ripped into the ring.
And out he goes.
Adios, Americano. Oh, but look at Bravo.
Bravo just loaded the mask.
Oh, he loaded him up.
Steel plate.
I think the real Americano is out cold in the ring.
Yeah, but the original has no idea that Bravo just loaded the mask. And now, from the top rope, flying headbutt. And I think he caught the metal.
Yeah, he did. Ludwig's going to get the arm over.
Mask with the headbutt.
I think you might be right.
Rolls into the cover and steals the win.
That's interesting.
Here is your winner, El Grande Americano.
There is going to be a celebration on the
That was funny.
Riverwalk tonight after an amazing win. Inspiring even.
I want Chad to have like a segment with Danhausen, but not the El Grande Americano Chad.
Can El Grande Americano win a match without the help of Ryo and Bravo?
Sure he can.
Will he?
At some point.
Well, you know, it is Austin 316 Day, right? And
Hey, it is Austin 316 Day.
Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada on Saturday.
I didn't recognize that.
Sunday, April 19th. Tickets are on sale
Tomorrow,
via
St. Patrick's Day?
31.6%
Right? Is that right?
off tickets today only. Oh, hell
Gotta wear
yeah.
green tomorrow. Who's this? Roman? Oh, okay. He's usually like a big SUV.
I know it felt good. You deserved it, Oos. Straight up. You're damn right. Hey, you did the right thing. At the end of the day, if you run your mouth, there's got to be consequences. As a matter of fact, to all my family, all the bloodline, cousins, you should be offended at what CM Punk said about my father, your uncle. But here's the thing. You got before, and you have after WrestleMania. But on that weekend, CM Punk is mine. Come on, yeet. Don't talk true.
Oh man.
I gotta holler at you though, Big Goose. Yes, sir. Yeet.
The OTC is here.
Roman is speaking straight to the camera on that one.
Also here tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. We're live on Raw.
Nope. There's Danhausen. I like his shoes. Sounds good, Johnny. All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
I hope he curses you.
Why would you put that evil upon me?
Ask Miz, ask Dominic about it.
Oh, what's he got? The T-shirt?
Obviously, curses don't transcend borders because
What is happening?
mighty successful Saturday night.
Just had the one shirt.
Should I see what's in there?
Oh man.
Look at the Cannonhausen go.
Who thought this was a safe idea to give this maniac weaponry?
Their T-shirts.
That's awesome.
You can repurpose it.
Well, anyways, good news for you. Danhausen has 2 new T-shirts online, and you can go up to the merchandise stands and spend your hard-earned human monies on Danhausen himself. Because if you don't, you are cursed. Oh, and because it's such a wonderful day, Danhausen 316 says I just cursed your ass. Yes. Oh, they can hear me too. Oh no.
He's running away.
I don't know what to say anymore.
That's funny. I wish they would stop playing the Eminem song over and over and over again, because every time it does, it puts a copyright on my video. Not a strike, but just a claim. And then I have to go in and either like let the video remain blocked in several territories, or I have to actually clip the song out, and then that messes the audio up pretty much in the whole video.
Yeah.
Like, we need to play some like royalty-free music here.
You know, today's March 16th. We celebrate Stone Cold 316 Day. Teams
Happy
around the sports world all
316
over
Day.
Social media celebrating the legacy of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I wonder if they have any of the the vintage designs for Stone Cold on the shop.
Situation between the Judgment Day and Finn Balor.
Highlight of the night is presented by Intuit TurboTax.
Is it going to show Oba and Brock? No, okay.
I demand a rematch. I should be your champion right now, but instead, Penta is walking around with my title. And we all know whose fault it is. You give me the bell hammer.
Dominic asked JD to get the hammer.
Hey, no. He said he wants to go by himself.
Penta taking out Judgment Day. wins his first title in WWE.
Finn Balor.
I mean, how do you guys feel about Finn Balor now that he's probably going to be getting that face turn, right? I mean, it's probably going to be him and Dom at Mania, I'm assuming. Whether or not he's the demon, that remains to be seen, but it's probably going to be Finn versus Dom.
I've been trying to help you. I've been trying to guide you. But the more I try to lead you in the right direction,
I mean, that's kind of the thing with Judgment Day, though, right? Is you never walk out. You know, it's kind of like WWE. It's becoming. I hope they continue it on because in a lot of ways, it's sort of like, to a lesser degree, in terms of like. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but it's almost like this is the WWE's take on Bullet Club from Japan. So it's like, and it makes sense because Finn, one of the originators of Bullet Club. So it kind of, it kind of needs to exist. And I kind of like the idea that, you know, nobody's permanently in Judgment Day, that it kind of, you know, it changes. The faces of Judgment Day change, but the faction remains. But nobody leaves Judgment Day and walks out. Doesn't happen that way. Maybe Carlito. I don't remember him getting beat up.
Finn Balor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This has been my plan since the day I joined Judgment Day. You thought you were in control? You thought you were in charge? You were on borrowed time and you didn't even know it. I only put up with you out of respect for your relationship with Dominic. But we've seen you. I've watched you. I know when you're lying. I know when you're scheming. I know when you think you're being manipulative. And I can't lie, it's been a pleasure watching you fall from grace. You couldn't hang with the Judgment Day anymore. You got soft. You're pathetic. You're a loser. You are washed up, and it made me sick calling you my family every single week.
Oof.
So what did we do?
Cuts to the bone.
We took a play right out of your playbook, because if there's one thing you did do, you taught us well. After all, it is the Judgment Day way. But now we are on to bigger and better things. JD, you know JD. He's finally free from you holding him down, and he's going to soar without you. And Daddy Dom is still AAA Mega Champion, and he will be getting his Intercontinental Championship back.
Yeah, I don't know about
and
that.
Now that the prince is gone, there's a new king on the throne. Raquel Rodriguez is
the prince may be gone, but the demon may be lurking.
Of my WrestleMania opponent, Stephanie Becker. And at WrestleMania, I will be the new Women's World Champion. Because that family that Stephanie says I hide behind, they have my back. And without Finn, we are better than ever.
Oof.
Watch us.
It's cold. So cold.
As Lynn mentioned, we get set for Raquel Rodriguez and world champion Stephanie Becker later on tonight. But Dominic Mysterio, we haven't seen him tonight, and he's not medically cleared to compete after what happened this past Saturday at AAA.
In Puebla, Mexico, Dirty Dom defended his championship against El Hijo del Vikingo. If Dom lost, not only did he lose his title, he would have to lose AAA altogether. If Vikingo failed to dethrone Dom,
oh man, I really don't want to see this part, but
no disqualification rules were in effect. It was an absolute battle from the opening bell. But ultimately, Dirty Dom would rise to the occasion, deliver a 619 and a frog splash, and still AAA Mega Champion Dirty
he's hanging on to it.
Well, no longer the Intercontinental Champion. That's because this man took the title from Dirty Dom a couple of weeks ago. Penta
defends the Intercontinental Championship tonight against whom?
But against who? We find out live tonight.
You didn't get him. Man, I'm surprised you ain't drop him where he stood, Come on, man.
I'm telling you,
Man,
I can try to explain
Oos,
it.
there is a time and a place for all that. Man, I punched him in the mouth last week. I'll do it again for talking all that mess. He says he got stuff on you, but he ain't got nothing. Everything he throwing is not landed. Only thing that he's saying is you a part-time this, and you be part-time in that.
You know how often I saw my dad when I was a kid? As a matter of fact, you guys get it. How much was your dad on the road when we were younger? Exactly. We paid our dues. My children, it's gonna be different. The whole world can call me a part-timer. I don't care. As long as my wife and children understand that I'm a full-time father. That's my legacy right there. That's the biggest flex any superstar could ever say.
Hey, man, that's the truth right there.
Yeah. You know who don't know the truth? CM Punk, Oos. That fool still owe us an apology, dog.
True, Oos. True. I know he do owe it to us. I feel you.
What he doing?
I'm on your team.
At the end of the day, I don't need an apology for it. But y'all do. I'm gonna go get it for the family. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? CM Punk beat me up.
All right, Oos.
Roman will be out here live in just a bit.
AJ Lee. Okay.
A brand new Intercontinental Champion with her first title defense. AJ Lee takes on longtime friend Bayley. Live next.
That should be a fun match. I don't think Bayley will win though.
You know, Corey, the woman who has had Becky Lynch's number for the past number of months, starting all the way back at WrestlePalooza in September, AJ Lee has had a field day tapping out Becky Lynch.
What an incredible comeback story this has been for AJ Lee. Currently the Intercontinental Champion, about to go one-on-one with one of her closest friends, someone who's looked up to her for a long, long time. You can see the elation on the face of the champion.
Yeah, interesting story to tell between these two, which we'll get to in just a little bit, as AJ Lee all smiles tonight. So proud to be champion. This will be her first match on Monday Night Raw since March of 2015. 11 years ago. In her first title defense and much longer than that.
She hasn't missed a step.
They say in Vegas, everyone's got to tell. A blink. A breath.
Interesting.
A moment that can't be controlled. But the great ones, they use it to their advantage. They own it. They've got them right where they want them. The rest just haven't figured it out yet. WrestleMania Vegas.
I feel like we've been seeing these like WrestleMania ads for so long that it actually makes it feel like, I don't know, it just feels like WrestleMania has taken so long this year. I think it's where we just see so many of these ads hyping it. And they've been hyping it for what feels like longer than normal.
Could be heading to Las Vegas.
Has anybody played any of the 2K26 game yet? I'm about halfway through the showcase mode on Legend. So I have to redo each one like a couple of times.
Yeah, thanks to an attack by Becky Lynch.
Bayley can right the wrongs of the past and add another accolade to her incredible list. But it will not be easy for the role model.
Las Vegas will host the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony at Dolby Live at Park MGM on Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. And speaking of WrestleMania, this match could determine who will be the Intercontinental Champion come WrestleMania 4 weeks from Saturday. Will it be the champion AJ Lee or the challenger Bayley? Let's head up to Alicia.
What's everybody think about this one? Think AJ's retaining?
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger from San Jose, California, Bayley. And her opponent from Union City, New Jersey, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, AJ Lee.
Well, for the second time in their illustrious careers, these two women go one-on-one tonight. The first time, much different. It was back in 2013. AJ Lee was the Divas champion. She went down to NXT to take up a young upstart
2013.
named Bayley. AJ would win the match that
I didn't
night.
realize they'd ever had a match.
Would forge this friendship that has lasted over a decade. Bayley had a very emotional interview with Fox News this week where she talked about needing this match to get a step closer to a Grand Slam in her career, to once again.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that they'd wrestled before. That's interesting.
Of WrestleMania, and a match, Corey, she never thought would happen. Called this a dream match till AJ Lee returned.
Well, right now, Bayley needs to focus on one thing and one thing only, that being the Intercontinental Championship. I'm curious to see whether or not the role model can put her friendship aside. You can go out for drinks afterwards. You guys can mend fences then. Right now, it's about being the best woman in the ring and making your way to WrestleMania.
She did say, I've got to get over the nostalgia tonight. I have to realize that despite this being our destiny, I've got to knock off my friend to get to WrestleMania. And AJ Lee now. Nice takedown of Bayley into a pinning combination and a kick out. Bayley's had quite the week. Last week on Monday Night Raw, she won a gauntlet match to earn this opportunity tonight. And again, AJ Lee into a pinning combination. And then Bayley was involved in AAA this past Saturday.
This past Saturday night, Bayley very nearly became the Reina.
And look at AJ go, another pinning combination.
Reina de Reina's champion by dethroning Flammer, and I believe she may have, had it not been for interference from Las Toxicas, but Bayley's at the perfect time along the road to WrestleMania.
Now Bayley looking to control AJ Lee. Bayley with the strength and size advantage in this matchup. Straw cradle.
That's a
shoulders down and
tight roll up
by the champion AJ Lee. Lee, of course, won the title back in her adopted hometown of Chicago a couple of weeks back at Elimination Chamber by knocking off Becky Lynch, getting Becky to tap.
If I was from New Jersey, I'd adopt a new hometown too.
And now AJ, boom, body.
It's a nice crossbody.
Both these women, then the drop kick drives Bayley outside the ring. And Bayley now a bit frustrated, but she cannot get frustrated because for Bayley, this is about earning an opportunity, perhaps her last chance at WrestleMania.
Uh-oh. Very quiet, Cole.
Well, Bayley back into the ring, and AJ Lee again into a pinning combination. And Bayley's looked a bit out of sorts in this.
Well, I think Bayley felt that you were stating the obvious. She understands what's at stake, and maybe that's why Bayley hasn't gotten out of the gates yet. AJ
I mean,
Lee,
she acts like she was getting a little frustrated there. Are we seeing like a more heelish version of Bayley?
Pain in the middle of the ring.
Is that a tap?
And we mentioned before AJ Lee's first match on Monday Night Raw since March of 2015. First defense of any championship since 2014. AJ looks sharp tonight.
AJ able to maintain this hammerlock on her challenger very effectively. Slowly but surely inflicting damage to the left arm of Bayley, who just
That's one way to get out of it.
And time to play nice is over. Bayley needs to pick up the pace, become the aggressor in this match.
You're right, and we've seen in the past, we know Bayley has it inside of whether or not she can tap into it.
And Bayley now gonna drag the champion. Here's the cover, is it enough? And a kick out by AJ.
So they keep saying Roman's going to be out in a moment. Based on this match happening right now, it almost leads me to believe that that's going to be the final thing on the show is Roman.
Decisively. She doesn't want to win.
Because I thought, well, maybe if Roman wants to come out a little earlier, the Intercontinental match could be the main event.
AJ wouldn't prefer to win by countout. Of course, you'll take the win any way you can when you're a champion. But that's not why AJ came back. She wants to test herself against the best of the best in the game. And Bayley, at least in her own mind, is that.
And two women in this match who really have been trailblazers in the women's division over the years. AJ Lee bringing it to a high level. Bayley, of course, part of the evolution to take it to a next level.
I talked to Bayley after Saturday night, after her match in Puebla, Mexico, and she admitted that it did something to the fire inside of her. It was like pouring gas on a flame.
A couple of arm drags by AJ Lee, now controlling Bayley, and Bayley with a nice placed knee to the midsection.
The signs say ruthless depression.
Wrestling as a whole means to Bayley, how selfless she can be. The time is now to become selfish. The time is now to focus on numero uno.
Straight forearm right to the jaw.
I mean, AJ Lee's definitely giving up a lot of size here.
She's gonna float into the cover, hook of the leg, champ kicks it too.
And I've got to say, I think as this match progresses, it benefits Bayley. AJ Lee is in phenomenal ring shape, but it has been years since she's competed regularly. Bayley does this week in, week out. So as this match goes into the proverbial deeper waters, I've got to give the edge to the challenger in this one.
It's all about the road to WrestleMania. 4 weeks from Saturday, 33 nights away. Who will be the Intercontinental Champion when we get to Las Vegas? Lee whipped into the corner.
Bayley needs to keep applying the pressure. You see the challenger glancing up every few moments at the WrestleMania sign. Bayley needs to put that in the back of her mind.
But also, she's got to get
yeah, you got to get on it here, Bayley.
To recover, friends or not.
And this is what I'm talking about. Bayley needs to be able to compartmentalize her friendship.
I feel like she's trying to maintain a friendship here is where they're going with this, but that's not going to lead to a victory.
The referee admonishing Bayley, and Bayley taking a moment, now dragging AJ Lee.
You have to get on there and apply the pressure. Yeah, there we go.
Bayley, a 4-time world champion, held the NXT title, couple-time tag team champ. Never held the United States Championship or the Intercontinental title in her career.
Not yet.
Oh! We're in San Antonio tonight and sold out, over 15,000 on hand as AJ
So in 2K26,
Lee
AJ Lee's an 87 and Bayley is an 89. Okay.
Very physical matchup so far. Again, Bayley glancing up the WrestleMania sign. Oh, and
great counter.
AJ Lee now cover, and Bayley kicks it too. Again, this is about who will be champ come WrestleMania. Went for the Bayley to belly, and AJ Lee with a great counter.
Modified bulldog by the champion.
That was kind of
buying AJ a few valuable seconds to recover.
That's kind of a cool transition.
And to me, to this point in the matchup, it feels like Bayley hasn't fully let loose. Like she's
holding
in
back.
Her own head.
Well, we talked a lot about the friendship between these two, but this is business tonight. Nice spinning heel kick by Lee. Cover, hook of the leg, kick out by Bayley.
Friendship doesn't seem to be a factor for AJ Lee, who is dominating right now. Standing sliced bread.
Is this enough
Sliced
to retain?
bread.
No. Is it hard to put friendship aside when you're in the ring like this?
I don't know. I've never really had many friends.
That's true. Wrong guy to ask the question of. And AJ, what a shining wizard, but got
Oh,
caught.
that was cool.
Great counter.
She rolled right through it.
Scouted half crab submission. The champion's in trouble.
And AJ trying to stretch and trying to make it to the bottom rope. Half crab now. Bayley drags AJ back to the middle of the ring. Lee's in trouble. And able to roll on her back and create separation. Bayley.
Oh, man.
Again into the cover. And another near fall. Again a cover. And a kick out by AJ, and his frustration now going to set in for Bayley.
I don't know if it's frustration or if the aggression has finally come out of the challenger. That's what we needed to see off of the opening bell. More of this from Bayley, who could be thinking about the rose plant. This could do it.
Great counter by Lee. Champion rolls up Bayley in a
I mean,
kick
she's
out.
trying her best to turn it around, but
And Bayley went for the belly to belly again. AJ Lee's clearly done her homework, been able to counter that same maneuver several times. Now the champion from the second buckle.
oh,
And now
belly to belly.
Oh, belly to belly. Is it going to be her opportunity to win the gold? Lee
Oh wow,
kicks it
that was actually pretty close. Not gonna lie, his hand was like that much from the mat.
Can destroy Bayley as we look back at her ripping AJ off of the ropes, delivering the Bayley to belly, but not able to finish the job just yet. Bayley needs to figure out a way to keep her foot on the gas pedal, continue the onslaught on the champion.
What an incredible match between a very physical Bayley and the champion, AJ Lee, who is sparked tonight. AJ showing great tenacity in this matchup.
All right, so Bayley's getting a little frustrated here.
Friendships thrown out the window now as both these women fighting for an opportunity to get to WrestleMania. And that's what it's all about, the biggest time of the year.
The road to WrestleMania, fight first, friendship later.
AJ and Bayley exchanging blows. Shining Wizard! Bayley stunned. AJ now fighting.
Oh, she's going into the submission.
And Bayley able to counter into a nice sidewalk slam. Bayley placing the champion into a more
Elbow drop incoming.
Gonna make the climb to the top, probably looking for the elbow.
I think she's probably gonna like, is she gonna roll it into a pin?
Frost Bank Center. Bayley delivers the
No, she's missed it altogether. Into a pin? No, into the submission.
AJ Lee, Black Widow, the way she won the championship. Bayley trying to hang on. Bayley trying to hang on.
Oof.
AJ,
That shoulder.
cinching it in now, and Bayley taps out.
Wow.
Here is your winner by submission. And still
I mean, if you're gonna keep your arm, better tap out at that point.
Continental Champion, AJ Lee.
Corey, how sharp did the champion look tonight?
Razor sharp on the road to WrestleMania, entering presumably as Intercontinental Champion. AJ could not have looked any better tonight. This can do wonders for her confidence as we head toward Las Vegas. Conversely, this could be catastrophic for Bayley.
Yeah, we take a look at what happened here. AJ Lee went for the
She got her with the sidewalk slam.
reversed it into a side slam, but here's the critical moment.
Bayley took a high risk and it did not pay off. Missing the flying elbow, opening the door for AJ to once again cinch in the Black Widow, and the role model left with no choice but to tap.
So you talked about confidence for AJ Lee, and you mentioned on contrary, what about Bayley's confidence? Dejected, obviously, as once again, she may not be going to WrestleMania.
Bayley's coming apart at the seams.
Why? What don't you understand?
Fair. He gets hurt and you give away his IC title match?
Give away. JD, Dom is not medically cleared. Period. It's
Fine,
that
but
simple.
that's
Did you? Thank you. You're welcome.
That is a Judgment Day opportunity.
Penta defends the Intercontinental title, but against who? Find out next.
Is it JD? That'd be hilarious if it was Finn and Finn wins the title. Dom really would be upset.
AJ Lee retaining the Intercontinental Championship here tonight against Bayley. And what was a hell of a matchup on Monday Night Raw. Friendship.
All right, so it looks like AJ Lee is extending the hand, show respect for Bayley.
Between these two women. That's the nature of the beast.
She going to, yeah, she's giving her the hug.
For a long, long time. Luckily, their friendship still seems to be as strong as it ever was.
Yeah, Bayley would never forget back in 2013 when AJ Lee brought the Divas Championship down to NXT and gave a young upstart named Bayley an opportunity to fight for the gold. And Bayley has never forgotten that. And now AJ Lee looks like she's punched her ticket to WrestleMania here tonight, Corey.
Certainly appears to be the case.
Yeah, it looks that way.
This incredible comeback tale continues to be written. AJ Lee, after a decade away, claims the Intercontinental Championship and looks to defend it on the grandest stage of them all.
You know, Corey, nobody believed that AJ Lee would ever come back to WWE, let alone come back in the condition that she's in and come back and win a championship.
Well, it's obvious AJ has kept herself in fantastic ring shape. We had our questions before this matchup against Bayley. Could AJ hang if the match went into the deeper waters? Well, I'd say the champ passed all tests tonight.
You know, I said this earlier, Corey. AJ Lee looks sharper tonight than I can remember.
Laser focused, all of her movements were more deliberate. Look at this, a replica Divas Championship from out of the crowd.
Yeah, the woman who won that title 3 times, a real trailblazer in the evolution of the women's division here in WWE over the years. And to come back now at where the women's division is at this point in time in history, Corey, means so much to AJ.
And AJ was aware of the risks she was taking by returning. This could have gone terribly. She may have been faced with the realization that she didn't have it anymore like she once did. But that has not been the case. AJ Lee, to your point, looks as sharp as she's ever been. We're on the road to WrestleMania, and she is showing no signs of slowing down.
And soaking it all in. I mean, she wants to enjoy every moment because she knows any of these moments, it could be her last time here in WWE. She wants to soak it all in.
How many times do we have to tell this referee not to ask the talent for autographs when they're finished competing? It's obnoxious.
I thought it was Danhausen.
Congratulations to AJ Lee, as well as Bayley, for a strong showing tonight, disappointing as it may have been.
Oh, wait a minute!
Oh.
Becky Lynch!
Becky Lynch just dropped AJ Lee.
AJ Lee from behind. And Becky Lynch obviously has had enough. It's been 6 long months of Becky Lynch being embarrassed and humiliated and tapped out by AJ Lee.
Has it been 6 months?
And finally, Becky snapped.
Enough is enough.
I mean, they're really
has come for the Intercontinental Champion tonight at San
padding
Antonio.
this out.
Wiping the smile off the face of AJ Lee. Just a vicious assault by Lynch.
Lynch is absolutely unhinged.
I mean,
An all-out assault being
she's
launched on the Intercontinental Champion by the former champion.
6 months. I mean, that's a long time to be tangled up with somebody. They might as well just
And a statement she is making.
make it a WrestleMania match at this
Becky
point.
beating the hell out of AJ Lee. And again, it's been embarrassment for Becky for months. She's tried to blame everybody under the sun for not
That kid
being
was
able
like,
to beat AJ Lee. But AJ's had her number. And
that's
tonight,
enough.
Becky Lynch has lost it. And finally, some officials out here to pull Becky away from a beaten up AJ Lee.
I should hear with the title.
Becky Lynch, who holds that championship so dear, claims she put the title on the map. And now they're going to use it as a weapon off the face of AJ.
I mean, I think we're really seeing a lot of the puzzle pieces for WrestleMania coming together tonight. We had our ideas, our speculations, but it seems like a lot of those ideas and speculations are coming to fruition. So looks like a lot of those matches are actually going to be taking place that we thought might be.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a delusional, a bitter ex-champion Becky Lynch, who cannot stand the fact that AJ Lee is better than her, that AJ Lee has her number, that AJ Lee is the Intercontinental Champion.
That AJ Lee has people like you spouting nonsense like that. There's nothing delusional about Becky Lynch. Becky wants what's rightfully hers, the Intercontinental Championship, and she can't wait to rip it from the hands of the woman who took it from her.
Okay, so would you categorize Randy Orton as bitter, delusional, after what we saw this past Friday
That's pretty
night
messed up.
down during the contract signing with Cody Rhodes?
Ladies and gentlemen, we know why we're here. To sign the contract for the main event of WrestleMania. The WWE Championship is on the line.
In 2007, my very first match was against Randy Orton. And I'd go on.
That segment was so brutal.
Rumble, main event, WrestleMania. And I thought, if I could be like that, I have always been proud to be your boy.
I don't think you understand.
That was an absolutely brutal segment because I didn't expect it. Like, I thought Randy, I thought Randy would definitely turn out to be the heel because Randy always turns out to be the heel, right? I mean, you kind of expect it, but I wasn't expecting it to happen on Friday.
And after the main event of WrestleMania, I want you to know, I will always love you.
RKO everybody with the black shirt. That should have told us something. Yeah, that definitely should have told us something.
Number 15 is in his sights. The Viper, the Apex Predator, is back.
That's interesting
Randy
graphics.
Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title at WrestleMania. And coming up in just a few minutes here on Monday Night Raw, I'll have an exclusive interview with Randy Orton.
Oh, that should be
live
interesting
tonight.
to see what he has to say after that. Not really that you can provide much of an explanation, but... Penta. So who do we think is going to be Penta's challenger here? Is it going to be JD McDonough? Is it going to be Finn Balor? Going to be something completely unrelated to the Judgment Day? What do we think it's going to be? He has such a cool entrance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
The man is beloved wherever he goes. And it's been taken up a notch since beating Dirty Dom a couple of weeks ago for the Intercontinental Championship.
Wasn't Lady got the thing from Fantastic Four? Is that for Punk?
The passion, you can feel the pride of Penta to hold the Intercontinental Championship and he is
It's clobbering time.
fighting champion.
Hey, that'd be really cool if he's here and he actually signs it. You get like a big Funko Pop. Says it's clobbering time. Signed by CM Punk.
To get to this point, and man kicked off AAA this past Saturday.
That's right. Penta kicked off Rey de Reyes in the ring alongside his brother Rey Fenix and announced that he intends on defending the WWE Intercontinental Championship in Mexico in AAA. A bold statement and declaration by the brand new champ.
Big yawn.
Goosebump-inducing.
Who's the challenger?
Last week, I told the world that I want to be a fighting champion. I told Adam Pearce, pick anyone, no matter, because Penta always is ready. Y como se los dije, este campeonato es de toda mi gente.
I'm curious.
¿Qué mejor lugar para exponer mi campeonato que San Antonio, Texas? So, whoever come to this ring tonight, listen. Be ready. ¿Y saben por qué? Porque yo soy Penta el Cero.
Who's it going to be? Dragon Lee.
What a night this has been.
Hell yeah!
Dragon Lee versus Penta.
The man who's the embodiment of Lucha spirit. Dragon Lee gonna take the challenge.
Two of the best luchadors in the entire world about to collide for Penta's Intercontinental Championship live.
That's gonna be a fun match.
San Antonio. Let's go.
What an electric night tonight on the road to WrestleMania, which is 4 weeks from Saturday. Dragon Lee accepting this open challenge from the new
I like the wings. I really liked it when he started adding like the makeup around his eyes. It almost looks like scales, and he started doing like the contacts. What really pushed it over the top is if he started doing like the whole face, like paint the whole face. That's seen anyway. Like around the mouth.
Gunther unlocked something inside Dragon Lee, whether it be in WWE or AAA. Dragon Lee has been absolutely on fire lately, pun heavily intended.
Let's head up to the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, Dragon Lee. And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, he is the Intercontinental
about an embarrassment of riches tonight in San Antonio, Cole. Brock Lesnar and Obafemi begin the night. Two of the best luchadors in the world battling for the Intercontinental title. A great battle between AJ Lee and Bayley.
Oh, this is actually for the title too.
This has
So
been one hell of a night on the road to WrestleMania.
And Roman Reigns is here, and CM Punk is here, and Raquel still takes on Stephanie McCare. Oh man, we're on the road to WrestleMania. And the bell rings, and we are underway. The official in this Intercontinental Championship match, Jessica Carr. Good show of sportsmanship to start. Well, much like we saw in AJ Lee and Bayley, this is about getting to WrestleMania.
No doubt about it. It's about Penta living up to his promise to be a fighting Intercontinental champion. Penta wakes up in the morning hoping to get into a fight. And I don't mean that like he goes looking for trouble. I mean, Penta himself has told me on numerous occasions, nothing makes him feel quite as alive as combat.
that's going to be a clean break.
So buckle up, folks. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. The brand new champion, Penta, who defeated Dirty Dom for the title 2 weeks ago.
Intercontinental Championship, Dragon Lee, Penta. So Penta's is 84 in 2K26. Dragon Lee is 79.
That battle a few weeks ago with Gunther really woke something up in Dragon Lee. We saw the aggressive side of Dragon Lee that we haven't seen in years.
And that can make all the difference. Sometimes a change of scenery is difficult to adapt to. Dragon Lee tasted great success all around the world prior to arriving in WWE, but it's taken him some time to get his footing. It seems as though he's finally figured it out. To your point, he has unlocked whatever was missing inside, and we are seeing the best Dragon Lee yet.
You know, you mentioned Penta moments ago, and for the cover again to Dragon Lee, and another cover and another kick out by the champion. You mentioned that Penta wakes up wanting a fight. Explain that again.
Penta is an individual who lives for combat, not in the sense that he looks for trouble, not that Penta wants to start issues with anybody. Penta loves to compete. Nothing makes him feel as alive as being hit, being in the heat of battle. Well, it's truly Penta's favorite part of being in the ring. And
he's been very vocal, Corey, too, about the fight he's had to go through his entire life to get to this moment. Living on the streets at one point in his career, now trying to provide for his family.
A true rags to riches story. Penta still inspired, still feels the need to make a name for himself, to build his own legacy for his family, for his people.
Pretty intense shot there.
Mexico, greatly inspired by Penta.
Well, Dragon Lee, another one who's inspired by his family, his wife and his kids, says that's the reason he goes out and fights each day and believes he's the embodiment of the lucha spirit. He is the man that Rey Mysterio called the future of lucha libre at one point early on in his career.
I spoke to Rey about Dragon on Saturday night. Ray still feels the exact same way. Boom!
Oh, yes!
Big pendulum drop kick by the challenger.
You have a fight like that against a man like Gunther, the career killer. It wakes something up inside you.
Well, it can go one of two ways. It can wake something up, or it can put you out altogether.
Right on the chin.
Lee chose the former. But right now, Penta with an opportunity to pick up where Gunther left off.
Yeah, Penta just a joy to watch. Oh, right to the chest of Dragon Lee.
We're seeing a more deliberate pace from both superstars off of the opening bell. Both men have the capability. Both men love to push the pace of a matchup, but both men obviously have a healthy respect for one another and what the opponents are capable of.
And Penta looking to fly, and Dragon Lee able to meet him in the middle of the ring. And now Dragon Lee spreading his wings over the top rope. Down goes Penta.
See the urgency in Dragon Lee now, but here comes Penta, the champion, taking flight. Tope con hero.
An urgency for the champion of his own.
Two gifted luchadors. Here we
I
see
mean, talk
the
about flight.
Dragon Lee Dracarys taking out Penta for the moment, and Penta.
I actually really like Dragon Lee and AJ Styles when they were a team. I thought they were interesting.
World-class lucha for the world to see. Now Penta from the top.
There's a crossbody, lateral press, hooks the leg. Lee kicks out at 2. Penta defending the Intercontinental title against Dragon Lee live. tell WrestleMania is just around the corner. Everybody with a little bit more pep in their step. Every blow lands just a little bit harder. It's all about getting to Las Vegas and the spectacle that is WrestleMania.
And when you vow, like Penta has, to be a fighting champion, it can be a double-edged sword. Yes, it keeps your skills sharp on the road to WrestleMania, but you're always one match away from everything going up in smoke.
Well, it reminds me a lot of what Carmelo Hayes is doing with the United States Championship over on Friday Night SmackDown.
Lots of jerseys added to the rafters recently. Carmelo Hayes doing a fantastic job, and Penta wants to follow suit. Penta wants to take the Intercontinental Championship to heights never before seen.
Well, it was such the battle for Penta just to get to the Intercontinental title. Went for the sunset flip, and Dragon Lee with a stomp. I mean, how many opportunities did Penta have? Cover, hook of the leg. Great move by Jessica Carr, making sure the shoulders were down, and a kick out at 2. Again, Penta had a number of opportunities over the past year to win the Intercontinental Championship, but something always seemed to pop up, and he could not quite win the title.
Testament to the tenacity of Penta, continuing to try to achieve the goal until he does exactly what he set out to do.
Dragon Lee, who's been the aggressor for much of this matchup.
Wow!
Backdrop.
That was a big backdrop.
Good Lord, cover by the champion.
Trying to retain, and Dragon Lee stays in it. Penta did not know his opponent.
That was a solid backdrop.
Dragon Lee walked through the curtain at the start of this matchup. And now trying to rally off this 15,000 plus tonight in San Antonio.
Penta finding out firsthand what it feels like to be a marked man in WWE. When you hold gold, that is always the case. You've got a roster full of people looking to dethrone you. But the man with zero fear now in control of the challenger, Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee needs to get his feet underneath him to try to mitigate the pressure. And a knee right to the sternum by Penta.
Anyone watching this that hasn't liked, please drop a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm going to be doing even more weekly streams. I'm already doing SmackDown and Raw. And then I also do clips on TikTok, Instagram, to where if there's something you miss, you can totally see it. I do previews before every show, so a couple hours before every show you can get on and you can see what the matches are going to be for that night because I do a short video. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing lots of prediction videos. So we do pay-per-views, anything like that. So like, subscribe. There's going to be tons of content. And also I have a second channel. I know all of you may not know. I have a second channel where I open Pokemon cards, chase Pokemon cards. It's called Chase 'Em All. And it's basically a Pokemon channel. That's 100% what's on there. And if you haven't followed that, take a look at it. I mean, if you're into Pokemon, it's going to be a perfect spot for you. I do shorts most days out of the week. And then I just opened build and battle boxes for the new set coming out on the 27th. Perfect order. And I just opened up 3 build and battles. And let's just say those boxes were insanely good. I got a massive card from that build and battle box. So if you want to get a sneak peek at my channel and you also want to get a sneak peek at the next Pokemon set, right now there's about a 15-minute video on my channel. Go check it out. And there's plenty of shorts. You'll literally see me open Pokemon cards about every day. So give me a follow over there as well.
And now maybe looking for the Mexican Destroyer to put Lee away and retain the title. Kick by Lee. Stops Penta in his tracks. Uh-oh.
Lee able to float over.
Oh, man.
Penta down.
These guys are so smooth.
DragonLee now. Phenomenal counter. Looking for
Oh, he's doing the...
Clash. Paid homage
That's cool.
to his tag team partner, the Hall of Famer, AJ Styles, and a kick out by Penta.
I love the makeup around his eyes. I know I said that earlier, but it just looks so cool.
Once again, at Dragon Lee paying homage to the 2026 Hall of Fame inductee, AJ Styles, but it's not enough to topple Penta.
15,000 plus in San Antonio showing their love for this battle for the Intercontinental title. Dragon Lee looking for Operation Dragon perhaps, and Lee now pushed off to the second rope, caught this time by Penta. And now Penta looking for the Penta Driver.
Wow,
Is it
that looked good.
to put him away? And a kick out by Dragon Lee. Kick it out of the Penta Driver.
Take another look at
I didn't expect him to kick out of that.
Counters by both men. The Penta Driver lands, but Dragon Lee with a little too much left in his tank.
Now what does Dragon Lee have to do here to...
This is a wise decision by Dragon, rolling underneath the bottom rope, allowing himself a few seconds to recover, but unfortunately for the challenger, so is the champion recovering.
Penta back to his feet. Dragon Lee now on the apron. Dragon Lee blocks a couple of times. Now some shots to the ribs.
Oof. Wow, you could hear that.
Between the eyes of the champion.
Oh, and a kick by Penta. Drops Dragon Lee to the apron.
How do you guys think the CM Punk Roman Reigns segment is going to go later?
Penta now. Oh, that's kick.
You think it's going to get physical?
And right into the announce table. That hurt.
He's about to fly.
Penta, not quite sure he knows where he is.
We better figure it out soon, because here comes the Dragon.
A corkscrew suicide.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Wiped out.
Penta to the floor, and now Dragon Lee with an opportunity. If he can get Penta back in the ring to win the Intercontinental title.
This could be Dragon Lee's
That's pretty wild.
moment.
Oh, he's hung up on a cord or something.
And now Dragon Lee dumping Penta back into the ring. Trying to somehow get into a position here for a cover. Now Dragon Lee. Oh, there it is! Dragon!
He's going to do it.
Really?
Penta
Okay.
kicks
Yeah, I didn't
out.
think so.
What a battle. Dragon Lee throwing caution to the wind, risking his own well-being to take down Penta. This has been an absolutely incredible encounter. There's Operation Dragon, but Penta refusing to relent. And this one rolls on.
This is for the Intercontinental Championship. Dragon Lee looking to wrestle the title away.
Here it comes.
From Penta.
I mean,
Penta, Mexican Destroyer.
Just like
that has to be it. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way that you can come back from that. And still, Penta's awesome.
It has been one of those nights on the road to
Somebody's wearing like the green shirt guy's shirt there. They're trying to steal his gimmick. Trying to do a gimmick infringement.
by Dragon Lee.
kudos to both luchadors. An absolute banger here tonight in San Antonio.
It was a great match.
Penta vowed to be a fighting champion. Dragon Lee proved to be more than worthy as a challenger. Honestly, Cole, I hope there's a day where we can run this back.
Got the sportsmanship there.
These two go all night.
Give him a handshake, help him up. Everybody's super friendly tonight, so I imagine this last bit of the show is not going to be so friendly. That's cool.
In AAA, Cole, we say esto es lucha. This is wrestling.
Very cool. He's reaching out for the title. I'm like, what's he going to do? Take it and hit him with it? Anyone checking out the stream for the first time, welcome. I appreciate having you. If you want to drop a comment, say hello. I'd love to get to know everyone who watches the channel. So thank you.
Wise man. Brock's gonna do what he needs to do to Oba.
But as far as Seth Rollins goes, he's a dead man. Yes, sir. We'll handle that. Yes, sir.
No. No, that's the worst thing that you can possibly do. Don't you understand what Seth's game plan is here? It's divide and conquer. It's the art of distraction. Seth Rollins hit me with a shield chair shot. He stomped me into the mat. No ramifications. I'm a 60-year-old man. No ramifications, no repercussions, no formal charges, no suspension, nothing. You know why? Because we have no more leverage. We have no more power. We're out of position. We need titles. We need titles. We have to get you back into contention for the Usos tag team titles. If you take those titles, and I can put you in position for singles titles, then we have the leverage, we have the power, but we have to get you back in position. I don't care if you fight them on the street. I don't care if you have to beat them in singles matches. I don't care if it's a non-title match. I don't care what it takes. The focus for the two of you is on the Usos.
The Usos. The Usos. The tag titles. We're gonna apply it, Paul. Pressure. It's coming. For the Usos.
Matter of fact, I'll go now. I'm going now.
That's my vision.
Wise man, you want us to get the tag team titles? Consider it done. As of now, the Usos are the ex-champions. And just because we love you so much,
I love you too.
we're gonna get LA Knight too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this.
He didn't look good tonight either.
Isn't there like a Maxine?
It's amazing what a beast incarnate can do for your confidence. Well, you're looking at exclusive footage of Maxine Dupree and her entrance on WWE 2K, the video game, available now.
Yeah, I forgot about Maxine and Natty there for a second.
But tonight's about revenge.
And then we have Stephanie and Raquel, and then the Roman segment.
She knows with a new look, a new attitude, mad as hell and badder than ever. Natty next.
I mean, I like Maxine. I just can't picture her as like a rough and tough. You know what I mean? She just seems so happy, and I don't know. I just can't picture her as being like rough and tough like they were trying to make her seem there for a while. I don't necessarily think that's who she is, so it just... There's like gruff promos that she was doing where she was like, I'm going to beat you up and I'm going to do this. And it's like, I don't know.
Remember, this all
I just can't buy into it.
Mention it. You mentioned it, that Natty was Maxine Dupree's mentor. She trained Maxine in the Hart family dungeon. And then Natty believes that Maxine forgot all about it. That, well, Maxine stepped all over Natty and her legacy and just became, in Natty's words, quote, another one of them. And Natty believes that Maxine is nothing more than an ingrate in a series of them. You're welcomed into the locker room, into the dungeon. You learn from the best, and then you forget where you came from.
I like that theme better than the old one, I think. I mean, it's cool that she's getting like a new character, you know? She's been there for a long time, and felt like they'd kind of done everything they were going to do with the old version.
Here is Natty, looking mean and ready to go. See the fury in the eyes of Natty.
looks to teach Maxine an extremely painful lesson tonight.
Hey, WWE World is returning to Las Vegas April 16th through the 20th.
I'd love to go
as
to
the
WWE
ultimate
World. That'd be
WrestleMania
awesome.
Week destination. Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, and Gunther are officially joining the stacked lineup. Tickets are on sale now, and we're celebrating 316 Day with special pricing on select tickets. Only a few hours left to save. Head to WWEWorld.com now. You know, recently, Natty, who's set to take on Maxine, said on Busted Open Radio that two things are constant since the 1940s. Hearts don't lie, the dungeon never dies. And tonight, Natty looks to take out her former protege in Maxine.
And Natty just feels Maxine has become incredibly ungrateful. Natty told me earlier today that she was very impressed by how quick of a learner Maxine was, past tense, because Natty said once Maxine became Intercontinental Champion, she stopped showing up at the dungeon. She stopped putting in the extra work, and anybody that has ever held a championship in WWE will tell you, when you win a title, that's when the hard work really begins.
Well, you know, Natty told Maxine that
Right up in her face.
you used me like a rung on a ladder.
Exactly, and that does not sit well with Natty.
Life became content for you, and now I'm going to punish you for it. You know, on the Logan Paul podcast, Maxine called Natty a wannabe MMA fighter. I don't think there's anything wannabe about Natty.
Natty is one of the toughest women I have ever encountered, and I would not, under any circumstance, look forward to engaging in fisticuffs with her. Just ask Maxine. She'll tell you. Look at Natty now. Has Maxine Dupree hung up in the
Yeah,
tree
she's got her
alone.
hanging there. She's doing some, like,
This is absolutely agonizing
going for the neck.
Former Intercontinental Champion.
What was that?
What Natty just said, Cole.
Yeah.
She didn't beat Becky. The dungeon beat Becky. And
Oh, okay.
There's be a lot of credence behind Natty's words. Rear naked choke cinched in. Maxine in all kinds of trouble here.
Maxine going to tap out. Natty's giving her nowhere to go here. Maxine looking to try to break, and nice break by Maxine. And now looking for an ankle lock on Natty.
Going for the ankle
And that
lock.
was Natty, who's in trouble. Maxine cinching it in.
And Natty, no stranger to pain. Natty will sit here. Natty knows what it feels like to be in agony. Beautiful O'Connor roll through.
Maxine, nice reversal.
And again, back to the rear naked choke. Great counter by
Is she gonna get it?
Into a pinning combination. I'm telling you, Maxine learned a lot in the dungeon. See that on display tonight. Nice big kick to Natty.
It's kind of a wrestler's mentality, though, from Natty. I've seen this movie a million times. You get somebody new in the game, they taste a little bit of success, but they don't pay what you believe.
Demolition, Stephanie, and AJ inducted into the Hall of Fame.
And you don't like them. You don't want to deal with them. You don't want to help
Solid
them
class.
anymore. I understand where Natty's coming from.
Demolition were so good. Going back and watching like some of those early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Well, I guess it'd be more like late 80s, but those shows were
Nice
awesome.
release by Maxine into a kip up.
I always loved the Survivor Series from those times.
Straps down for the member of the Alpha Academy. Maxine right to the back of the neck. Nice leg drop. Cover now, and Natty kicks out.
She got some height on that leg drop.
Maxine for being able to weather the early storm of Natty.
Appreciate everybody checking out the stream.
Nobody home. Oh,
Welcome, welcome.
Maneuver by Natty, chopping out the leg.
Back of the knee. And now Natty has Maxine in all kinds of trouble. Maxine trying to fight out of this. Oh, nice roll.
Oh man, she like rolled right through that into the ankle lock again.
And again, Maxine countering Natty into that ankle lock, and Natty creates space. And again, a kick by Maxine.
Maxine's utilized her long legs to great effect in this matchup.
I mean, that's her greatest weapon there is the legs. Oh man, that was like a decapitating clothesline.
Discus lariat by Natty, and that may be the beginning of the end tonight.
And now Natty
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Gonna punish her here. Look at this. Right in her face. Now turns it into the legendary sharp shooter. Maxine trying to make it to the bottom rope, trying to hang on. Natty drags her back to the middle of the ring. Sharp shooter
She's leaning down with it.
see left with no choice.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming a little bit.
Natty came out tonight with a point to prove and did just that. You can't disrespect the dungeon and live to tell the tale.
Dungeon is alive.
You know, happy 316 Day, everybody, to celebrate the 30th
cool.
anniversary of Stone Cold Steve.
Johnny says, hey man, I'm back. Sorry, speaking of the whole EMT thing, I feel like I'm never not working even at home, but I had Raw on, so I saw everything. Yeah, man, I bet. Do you work like, is it kind of like a nurse type schedule where you work so many days, like 12 hours, or do you have like 5 days a week kind of thing, or 7 days a week? Like, what's your schedule? Is it super hectic?
100, you do not get to share it. Why not? Because I said so. Nonetheless, switching gears now, ladies and gentlemen, we talked a lot earlier tonight about that vicious, that heinous assault by Randy Orton on Cody Rhodes this past Friday night on SmackDown. The world is talking about this.
Oh wow, yeah, they're showing the Randy thing.
Welcome back, Mr. Randy Orton.
Cody is getting packed up and bloodied up right before WrestleMania.
Randy's gone unhinged. Them voices are talking to Randy right now.
He showed up in 09 fashion, bros.
It didn't have to be this way.
I feel like WrestleMania is tomorrow when it comes to this.
Randy, I wanted to root for you. Why are you doing it this way?
The only thing we missing now is a true explanation.
So, this may sound like crazy talk,
Again,
but
there are so many questions
this is
I want
my.
to ask the Viper Randy Orton, and I'm honored that Randy
I'm
Orton
going
has
like
taken
I'm
the
all
time
in
out
on
of his day
this.
to actually grant
Like
us
this
interview tonight.
channel
Randy,
and the
thank you
Pokemon
so
channel,
much for joining
all
us
in.
live on Monday Night
And my
Raw.
biggest goal is to get
No, yeah, I'm here.
a moment from the stream
It was good seeing you a couple weeks ago, too.
on Monday Night Raw on
You were
SmackDown.
watching Friday. Of course you were watching.
So hopefully you guys get
I
to
think
see the stream
everybody
on there.
was watching SmackDown. No, you're right. It was time. Listen, I got Michael Cole wanting to hound me right now. I got to let you go. But I appreciate you doing this. I really do. And I'll see you soon. Okay? Mm-hmm.
Well, Randy, thank you once again for joining us here
Why does that camera look so bad?
Cole, I'm going to stop you right there. I know that I said I would do an interview for you on Monday Night Raw. However, I've changed my mind. No interview. But I will leave you with this. Ever since Friday, people have been talking my ear off, asking me question after question after question. Finally, I had a conversation with someone that had a brain. And they said something profound to me, something that made me think about my life and made me understand who I am, what I am. They made me understand why it is I did what I did to Cody Rhodes last Friday night on SmackDown. You see, Cole, I'm a killer. Hey, Cole. Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Oof. Johnny says it's per diem, but if I get emailed or whatever, I have to basically drop what I'm doing. It's tough, but rewarding as heck. I love getting an opportunity to help my community and save lives. That's awesome, man. That's really inspiring. I mean, you can never feel bad about having a day when you save somebody's life or help somebody. I mean, that's just there's nothing better. So, yeah, dude, that's super rewarding, I bet. But I can definitely tell how much you love it by by the way you talk about it. So that's really cool. And that's everybody's goal. Like, find something that you love that makes you really happy.
Yeah. That means please, right?
And once you find that, it's never work. I mean, that's what I found is like when you find the thing you love doing, it's really not even work anymore.
Hold on, man. I know you want title matches, championship opportunities. You want to be the next face of WWE, right? I'm a former WWE champion. So let me give you some advice. It's all about who you associate yourself with, man, because there's people out on this roster that can help you up, big you up, lift you up. And there's other people who will stay.
Most of my gigs are per diem. I've worked at hospitals, prisons, festivals, and of course 911 calls. And I luckily enough get to pick my schedule. Hey, that right there is the cherry on top. You get to pick your schedule. And one of the things that stands out there is you say festivals. So I imagine that's pretty interesting if you're doing like big festivals, and you know people are probably dealing with like heat exhaustion and things like that. I've went to a lot of concerts where people are just like not drinking enough water, not taking care of themselves. So I imagine that's going to be an event you're going to need a lot. You're going to need a lot of EMTs there.
I don't say it.
And man, I love Javon. He's rad. Yeah, he's like, he reminds me so much of Kofi.
Oh, you're looking for a new member of the New Day to replace Woods?
No.
How about me? Very nice.
Stop this, man. We're not
Danhausen wants to join New Day.
We're not looking for a new day.
Yeah, instead of Booty O's, we can have Curse Crunch with Teeth Marshmallows. It'll be great.
What's the
Curse
product,
Crunch.
man? That was 10 years ago. Bro, that was almost a dime ago. 10 years.
You don't want Danhausen to join the New Day.
No, we don't want Danhausen to join the New Day. We're not afraid of your little voodoo, and quite frankly.
Oh no, you're about to get cursed.
Okay, well, then get out. Three words before I leave. You. Whoa. Curse!
Oh, he got him.
Did you just put me in front of that? Did you curse you? He's talking about you. He's talking about you. I pulled you in front of me. Let's ask him. Hey.
And he's gone.
That one on my shoulder, dude.
Danhausen rocks.
They didn't go over his shoulder. It hit you square in the chest. You are cursed. You are cursed. Love that Danhausen. Festivals are my favorite, and yet bingo, heat-related issues, intoxicated people, combative intoxicated people, diabetes, asthma, etc. He really is. But yeah, man, I went to one of the worst I went to was, I went to a Fall Out Boy concert it was when they came back. I don't know if you're a fan, but I used to be a really, really big fan, and it's when they took a break and they came back on what they called the Save Rock and Roll Tour, and they just played like their first couple of shows. Like I think their first show may have been back in like Chicago, because that's where they originate from, and then their second show was like in Columbus, Ohio, and me and my friends drove there to see the show, and we wanted to be like right at the gate, and so we ended up, and this was 2011, I want to say, 2012. And so we got there super early, and we like waited outside, and it was like a hot summer day, super hot, super humid, and we sat outside for like 10 hours before the show, and then we saw people like behind us, like there was a girl behind me, and she didn't drink like anything all day, and so she basically had like a seizure outside, which scared everybody scared everybody big time. And then when the doors opened, we got in, we got our spot, and then everybody was like, it was like everybody was just like you said, combative, and everybody was wanting like the spot, and we got like, we didn't get first row, but we got like second row, and I got out of I was probably about 15 songs in, and I'd lost all my friends pretty much. Like there was just one or two of us left because the crowd had just kind of moved in and swallowed everybody up, and I was probably 3 songs before the end of the show, and there was a crowd surfer, and he came behind and he kicked me square in the back of the head as he was going over the barricade, and it knocked me pretty good. Didn't have to go to the doctor or anything like that, or an EMT, but thankfully after that I looked at my friends that were still around me and I said, I think we're good. I think we should watch the rest of the show from the lawn because it's just getting too wild. And so we ended up going, we asked the security to help us over the barricade, and we got out and we went to the lawn and watched the remaining show. But the thing that's always got me since then is like when I was back in those days, I was like, I have to be first row or I have to be at the front or I'm not. It's like I'm not even there. And now I'm not that way at all. I'm like, give me a seat. I'll show up 30 to 45 minutes before the concert, and I'll just enjoy it from the comfort of my chair. I did see Creed last year, and it was an amazing show. It was them, Mammoth, and Daughtry. It was supposed to be Three Doors Down, but the singer was sick with cancer at the time, and now he's actually passed away. But yeah, that was a crazy good show, and I loved it. But it was so much of the same issues.
This night just keeps getting better.
I don't know, man. I just wish that there was a section at every concert. I don't drink, so I just wish there was a section at every concert where I could pay a little extra, and it'd be an alcohol-free zone, and I would just love it. Because I'm kind of like, I kind of do like the CM Punk thing. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. It's none of that. So I would love that.
Situation for Stephanie McCare here tonight.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy's great. I like that song, Saving Rock and Roll. I think it's called Elton John. And no, I'm so sorry you got kicked. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I have some wild stories about festivals. Dude, if you're doing EMTs at festivals, I bet you've seen and heard it all. Absolutely. And that is the name of the song with Elton John. Yeah, I've definitely been. That was one of my favorite things back in the day was going to concerts, and I would travel everywhere. And then as I just got a little older, it was kind of like I still enjoyed going to them, but it was one of those things where it was like, I care about my health a little bit too. It was like I want to be in, I don't want to end up, with heat exhaustion or something from being outside for so long. But I have seen some really cool shows. But that was the one where I've been to a lot of heavier shows, like metal shows. But that was the one that was the worst. Also I don't know if you're familiar with the band Trivium, but I went to a Trivium concert, and it was in a very small venue, and they turned their sound like way up. And I had a, what do they call it? You probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but I had a, I didn't have it wasn't a burst eardrum, but it was like when your eardrum actually like goes back into the canal. There's a word for it. There's a term. But anyways, it was extremely painful, and I took several years off and didn't go to a concert after that.
Raquel has the physical ability to do that. Raquel and Vaquer have encountered one another several times over the past few months. Yeah, indeed.
Also got to watch live performances for free, like Jack White or Foo Fighters. And yeah, same. I don't drink either. And yeah, man, I've seen some stuff, which is why I can't stomach. That's just why I can stomach the AEW stuff. Yeah, I bet, dude. I bet. That's really cool. You got to see Jack White and Foo Fighters. Yeah, there's not many of us left. It was a retracted eardrum. That's what I got. It's better now, but it was called a retracted eardrum, and I got it from going to the Trivium show. And ever since then, I wear plugs. I wear plugs to every show I go to, and it's literally like I ordered these ones on Amazon, and they're like a lifesaver.
Almost effortless technical. Oh wow! That'll stop the champ in her tracks. You're not going to get any style points for that. It just hurts.
Becca Bennett 8361 says, "Hi Chase, thanks for the Monday Night Raw live chat tonight. Greatly appreciated. I can only get SmackDown on my TV, and I miss seeing Monday Night Raw on TV. Thanks for calling." Absolutely. Yeah, I'm here every Monday, and I'd be happy to have you. Absolutely. Johnny and I, we're always talking wrestling, so jump on in. SmackDown was pretty wild on Friday, so if you got to watch that, I bet that was pretty interesting. Steve Dallas Cowboy says, "What happened to Gunther?" That's a good question. I haven't seen Gunther in a bit. I mean, they kind of left him there with not a whole lot to do recently, so I don't know, maybe there's an injury or something we're not aware of. But that's a good question. I've not heard anything. But thanks for joining the chat, Steve. I appreciate it, man.
Stephanie wants to lead by example and say, "Hey, Liv, I'll see you in Vegas. This is what
Are you guys looking forward to the Punk Roman promo?"
You see this stare from Vaquer to Liv Morgan. That is ice cold. It's become so personal between these two.
I'm actually pretty invested in this match between Stephanie and
Oh my God, oh my
Liv.
God.
Okay, Raquel's got her up. Oof, right into the post.
Isn't she? She's out.
Wow. Stephanie is absolutely amazing. One of my absolute favorites.
And that's what Raquel's all about, Corey. Just like that, with one move, completely changes the complexion of the match.
Game-changing power is exactly what we just saw from Raquel. Her greatest weapon. And the Women's World Champion bounced skull first off of our announce table.
I mean, I think Stephanie may need some friends because it seems like she's kind of being overpowered right now with the interference between Liv
At this rate, Stephanie may not make it to Las
and
Vegas.
Raquel.
I mean, Raquel is just
I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see Finn tonight, but I guess maybe take a couple weeks off to really sell the damage done from the attack.
By hook or by crook, I'm not going to miss it.
And now Rodriguez keeps up the attack, looking to wear down the champion.
Eddie Arengo tied up with Raquel, and look at Liv. Not
Oh, Liv's
breaking
just
any
mocking her.
rules, but doing her best to get under
She's sitting
the
on the
skin
steps and she's just
inside the
mocking
head
her.
of the champion.
And now Rodriguez again displaying her power.
Oh.
Went to deliver a vertical suplex and Vaquer able to slip out.
Yeah, Raquel may have gotten a little overconfident. When you're dealing with somebody as technically skilled as Vaquer,
Cover, looks to pin the champion in a kick out.
you can't often get away with that without it costing you. Raquel lucked out, and now just driving an elbow into
I mean,
the
she's
chest of
going
the
straight
champion.
into those elbow drops.
We mentioned earlier tonight, Dirty Dom not medically cleared to be here. Raquel Rodriguez, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Finn Balor no longer a part of the Judgment Day. He was kicked out last week.
I mean, with Finn,
Finn, the last original
I feel like it reached a point where everybody wanted to see Finn in more of a
and what, after listening to her tonight,
leader role or a standout role.
Certainly seems to be the case, but
I mean, he's done so much working with these other guys for years now. I think that Judgment Day has definitely been beneficial to him, but I do want to see him in that role as like the singles role, winning titles, having singles matches, and even like to some extent, like I want to see him have those like moments where he can do the demon character again. So
look at the smile.
not that he couldn't have done that in Judgment Day, but I do have to say that Judgment Day is not Judgment Day without Alter Bridge doing their song. They need to go ahead and pay the money, just pay it up, and get back Other Side, the song from Alter Bridge for Judgment Day, or give them another Alter Bridge song. But Alter Bridge is one of my absolute favorite bands, and if you're not familiar with them, they also did the theme song for Edge, the one that, you know, it's called Metalingus. So, amazing song, amazing band, and they just have their whole catalog of music is incredible. So I really think that WWE should reach back out and Johnny just said it.
Continues to shout at us here at ringside, and Corey continues to hold Raquel's glasses.
His Other Side was so catchy. It really was, and it immediately, like when you heard that opening riff, it fit the Judgment Day so much, and when you heard that opening riff, you immediately were like, wow, these guys are like, there's something here. And I really wish they'd bring it back. And even if not bring it back, like, you know, use something different if you have to. But the reason why that they had it to begin with was because Edge, who started Judgment Day, who also had Alter Bridge do Metalingus, he is really good friends with Mark Tremonti, the guitarist of Creed and Alter Bridge. So that's why that song carried over to AEW, and that's why they had the song for Judgment Day. But I'm hoping WWE would pick that partnership back up.
Just in time. Now Rodriguez hung up. Dragon screw.
Oof. She got the knee.
And now you take out the knee, you take out the power.
Smart way to neutralize Raquel. And here comes La Primera. Meteora in the bottom turnbuckle.
And Liv again looking on. And I've noticed the smile has washed away from the face of Liv Morgan. Hey, you know what tomorrow is on NXT, Cole? It's Booker T Appreciation Night. But I guess Raquel's going to
The best thing, my absolute favorite thing about NXT is Blake
Raquel
Monroe.
puts the brakes on anyway. This is terrifying power. Into a vertical suplex for Raquel Rodriguez. Face first goes Stephanie Vaquer.
Like that show could be just 2 hours of Blake Monroe, and I'd watch it. Everyone.
Raquel now from the second turnbuckle, nobody home. Looking for that corkscrew splash and moving out of the way was Stephanie Vaquer. And speaking of Booker T, well, this is why I said it the first time before Raquel took it away. Devil's kiss.
What a move. Booker T loves it.
We appreciate you, Book. And now Liv Morgan up on the apron, talking trash to the champion. Wondering when she would get involved. Well, Liv hasn't physically gotten involved yet.
Oh,
But it
she
turned
hasn't
the tables
physically
in
gotten
the
involved,
match
but she's
with a
only
big
provided
move by
distractions throughout the
Raquel.
entire match.
That's on Vaquer.
There you go.
Why? Great question. But Io Sky's here. The genius of the Sky making a beeline for Liv Morgan. Remember, Io and Stephanie have history.
Liv's running from Io.
Between these two women. And now Raquel
Oh, oh man, Cole just took a leg to the head.
Vaquer now takes down
You better watch. Rhea's probably going to pop up next.
And the match continues. We're checking on Io Sky here as Liv is dumped into the timekeeper's area.
It's pretty awesome that Stephanie is going into WrestleMania as the world champion.
La Primera making the climb. Looks like a crime scene out here. You think Liv's okay? Stephanie crossbody caught by Raquel. What about Io? Oh, what a spinning slam. Someone should go check on Liv. Somebody should get out here and help Io.
Come on, Stephanie.
Look at the power.
Nah, she's getting out of this.
Stephanie, though, able to swing
Roll up.
through. Roll up on Rodriguez. Stephanie with the win.
That's awesome.
It was absolutely chaotic, as tends to be the case on Mondays. But a big-time win on the road to WrestleMania for the Women's World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer. The chaos
I mean,
on the
you can't have Stephanie losing this close to Mania, right? So makes sense.
By La Primera, and just when it seemed as though Rodriguez had a Tejana bomb on hand, a fantastic counter into a pinning combination for the Dark Angel, the woman who has walked through hell and made it her own. Liv Morgan prepared for battle in Vegas. Why every time Liv gets out here, Raquel has issues? It happenstance, Cole. It's just bad luck.
What do you guys think of Brock and Oba?
Amazing? You thought that was amazing? Which time when she kicked out of one thing or the second thing or the third thing? Because I couldn't get it done. I couldn't get shouting at me! You don't think I want to see you get to WrestleMania, huh? Well, I do! More than anything! And you're gonna get there! You know how I know?
Oh wow, she's intense.
I'm gonna help you. And I'm going too. And we are gonna do it together! Okay, sister. How dare you two mess up my chance at becoming the Intercontinental Champion? I would have beaten AJ Lee tonight if I won last week. I'll never forget that you two cost me the championship. 姉さん、でも私たちタッグのベルト狙いやねん。
Oh, poor Kyrie.
おい、ベイリー、ライラ。 You are not ready for us.
Interesting. So I have something to point out. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Stay away from us.
Did you guys notice that Maxine Dupree is sitting up against the wall in the background, and Austin Theory and Logan Paul came and spoke with her? Are we planting seeds about Maxine possibly joining the Vision?
Maybe we should go talk to Pierce. Maybe we should go talk to Pierce. Maybe we should go to WrestleMania, my dog.
Well, you know,
Yeah, so are we planting seeds there? Because it was very subtle, but if you notice in the background, she was leaning up against the wall, and first Austin Theory came down and crouched down and spoke with her, and then Logan Paul came through.
Lesnar would single-handedly annihilate over a dozen men. A ruthless display.
I love when they plant little seeds in the background like that,
Lesnar, who
that
was
you can kind of pick up
eventually
on.
met by the ruler.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be Brock and Seth going after one another, but Oba Femi appeared. And man, oh man, did he make a statement. I have never seen someone manhandle Brock Lesnar the way that Oba Femi did.
Lesnar took his eye off of Oba for just a fraction of a second and was met with a fall from grace. An absolutely epic powerbomb by the bringer of war to the beast incarnate.
And ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that it is now official. Oba Femi pointing to the WrestleMania sign and accepting Brock Lesnar's open challenge for WrestleMania. The Beast, Brock Lesnar, the ruler, Oba Femi, a collision on the way at WrestleMania. And speaking of Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate will be here live.
So Brock's back next Monday.
Week on Monday Night Raw, and Corey, he is going to
Honestly, don't think there could have been a better match for him, though. I think Oba is a great match.
Unleashed in Boston. And as far as Paul Heyman's other charges, Logan Paul and
Usos
Austin
versus
Theory
Logan
are
and
finished.
Austin
They have their marching orders.
next week.
Knock off
Next
Jimmy
Monday.
and Jay, the Usos, the World Tag Team Champions, next Monday on Netflix.
Usos.
Boys, think about last week, think about earlier tonight. Now the Vision had your names in their mouth. They had my names in their mouth. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't really like the sound of it. But you know, I know, we all know that we've got business with the Vision going back for a long time now. But I can't help but notice, you guys, Roman Reigns getting a little bit cozy. What's going on with that?
On the real, it's just family business. Oof. So mind your business, LA.
Oof.
Big E, Big Jim, that's a big no. And I'm gonna tell you why. Look, you talk about family business. I can appreciate family business. I can respect family business. What I can't respect is if the bloodline of old comes back. I have to tell you this. I love both of you. We got this whole thing, me, you, on the same page with the Vision. But if we talk about the bloodline, we cannot be same page. Good? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, I think it's time to acknowledge the Tribal Chief. The moment we've been waiting for. Anybody have any predictions?
DC.
Johnny says my prediction is he may say something about Larry. Yeah, I think you're probably onto something there. That's a very high probability. It's either Larry or it's AJ Lee is going to probably be in the crosshairs because I think Roman is definitely going to. They're going to escalate tonight. After what happened on SmackDown, I think they'll escalate. I don't know if they'll escalate to that degree, but I think from a verbal standpoint, they're totally going to escalate. Yeah, I think you're probably right. It's probably going to have something to do with poor Larry.
Presence, aura, mystique, the arrival of one of the all-time greats, and a man who will main event WrestleMania for a record 11th time this year. And what many are calling one of the great main events in the history of WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the
Roman kind of looks smaller. And he's like kind of lean.
Corey, things have gotten personal in a hurry.
CM Punk decided to take this rivalry somewhere it didn't necessarily need to go. Now, we know the voice of the voiceless. CM Punk loves the mind games. He loves to get under his opponent's skin. He loves to get in their head. That's what CM Punk intended to do by dropping the name of Roman Reigns' late father. Unfortunately, Punk has got to deal with the consequences and the fallout of his words.
Well, the question also is it possible to get in the head of Roman Reigns?
I wonder who Danhausen's first match is going to be because, I mean, they're using him right now as like a hype man. They're just trying to get everybody to know who he is and to,
First layer. That's the shield you have to get through. You have to get past.
get him known,
Knows that.
get him
So I
over.
guess to answer
But
your question, yes,
eventually
you
they're going to
can
have to give
get
him a
under the skin
match.
of
So I'm
Roman
curious who
Reigns,
that first
but you
match
gotta
is
be
going to be.
very, very careful how you do it.
I mean, it looks like it could be Miz.
316 days.
That could
the
be it.
undisputed WWE title. Now he's coming for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania for a record 11th time. Yeah, you did not hear me wrong. 11th time.
The man in the ring, Roman Reigns.
I mean, it's just one of those things, guys, where Roman Reigns
His 11th WrestleMania, which
is kind of like we're watching like those Hogan, Austin, Rock, like we're watching those greats. I mean, Roman has had a run. Just unreal. And I was a fan when Roman was like a face, like not just when he started the bloodline. I was actually a pretty big fan of Roman back when he was the face. He was never my favorite of the Shield.
CM Punk, the challenger Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Johnny says, I have the commercials, and by the time all the commercials were over, Roman was still doing his entrance. Yeah. He's kind of got like that Undertaker thing going on. Slow, methodical walk. That's funny. You know your entrance is long when it lasts longer than the commercial break. He stopped at the stairs for like a good minute and a half and was just like, I don't mind though, I like his entrance. Yeah, man, he's got a cool entrance. Does he look smaller to you, Johnny, or is it just me?
Mr. San Antonio! Acknowledge me.
I think I see what you're saying. Almost like he's short. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like he just seems a little, I don't know, he just seems smaller. Maybe it's where I'm used to seeing him with the coat on for the past few weeks.
I know they hear that back there. I know they understand whose show this is. Because at the end of the day, I'm in the beginning, I'm in the middle, and you already know who closes the show. The OTC! And you gotta forgive him. You gotta forgive him. Phil gets a little confused. He must have forgot that we're in the main event and this is Monday and this is his show. Don't listen to that, Phil. The water is warm. Won't you come on out here and let's handle some business, huh?
Clobbering time. Roman calling Punk Phil still gets me, yeah. So like when Danhausen calls him Pepsi Phil. Like I've never heard Danhausen call him anything but Pepsi Phil. It's funny. I need to order one of those like white Punk shirts. I like that. One that doesn't say San Antonio, but yeah, that is awesome. Kind of makes you think that might be how the bridge was kind of made between getting Danhausen to WWE. I bet he probably had something to do with that. It's like Punk is like, hey, you took 10 minutes to get to the ring. I'm going to take my time.
Interesting psychology at work here for the world champ.
Danhausen did like an interview with Chris Van Vliet, like the YouTuber, and I love that interview. Like I've watched it like a couple of different times because it's just so weird seeing Danhausen without the makeup and to talk about the character without being in character. Great interview.
You touched on it earlier, Corey, the master of the mind games. And then I asked the question, can he get under the skin of Roman Reigns? Reigns doesn't seem to be sweating it.
Yeah, CVV's awesome, man. Such a cool interviewer, and like to see how he kind of he'd been doing interviews forever, but he kind of like specialized and started doing more of wrestling. Became like this super respected guy to where like all the wrestlers are kind of like you know, they respect him and they tell him things that they wouldn't tell anybody else. He gets great interviews out of everybody.
Controversial, but the gold around
I like CV because he's positive and practices his gratitude daily, which is so healthy for your mental health. It really is, man. I mean, that's what I try to do. I try to be super grateful, and I try to be positive no matter what. Like, I try to turn everything negative. And, you know, it may take you a week, it may take you 2 days, it may take you a month, it may take you a year, but I try to take everything negative and to somehow see the positive situation that either came after it or that was in the middle of it. So I think it's a great way to live, and it is great for your mental health. And it's also really good. It's also a really good thing for me to carry into doing this, which I have to say that since I've been doing YouTube the past few months, it's like people have been awesome. Danhausen Hall of Fame 2026 sign. Here we go.
Welcome to my ring. Welcome to my main event.
Yeah, about that. You keep using my government name
Oh, Phil.
like it's supposed to be an insult. My friends and my family, they're allowed to call me Phil. I would maybe try to insult you and call you Titty Tiaki or whatever your real name is.
Joe?
But I don't obsess over you or read your Wikipedia, and I'm certainly not going to call you Joe because that would be insulting to a real Samoan who I love very, very much.
Wow.
Maybe you should call Joe and he'll remind you on who your tribal chief is.
Did I hear you earlier say you're sending all the Samoans after me? All of them?
I didn't say I was sending anybody. I gave them permission to do whatever they got to do.
The only thing they're going to do is high-five me, just like everybody here in San Antonio did. Pardon me for a second. I'll show you whose show it is. Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in San Antonio or what?
I always love these like segments when like both the guys are very loved and respected, and it's kind of like, it's like no matter what, you're winning. As an audience member, you're winning.
I'm a little surprised you haven't taken a swing at me yet. Talking about the main event of WrestleMania, I already won because I know I'm in your head.
Yeah, man, they're so over.
See, I would expect you to think that because as you can hear, I'm on everybody's mind. All the time. And you, well, you'll just say anything, won't you? Like, you got me in the main event, right? Phil here hasn't main evented anything this year. I mean, Phil couldn't even main event a live event tour in Europe, let alone the main event of WrestleMania.
He looked legitimately upset over that line.
Come on, Punk. They're calling for you. Say something special.
Yeah, they're calling for me now, and I was calling for you last week, but you two chickens show up, so you sent your cousins.
Oh, that was brutal.
And man, I am a gold medal habitual line stepper. I will say and I will do what I please to get the advantage. Man, that's why these people love me. I guess that's why you don't like me. I didn't want Jimmy and Jay to get caught in the crosshairs, but they came out and they handled their family business, and you know what? I deserved what I got last week. Right message, wrong messenger. Who's the real tribal chief?
Asking the tough questions here.
This is what you cheer for? I've heard this garbage for 5 years straight. Which one's the real tribal chief? I mean, come on with that garbage. You are trite. You're redundant. You repeat the same shit over and over and over. Oh, he's not here. He's a part-timer. Good. Maybe you should figure out what the top dollar players do. Why don't you go ask your wife?
Oof. Oof.
So until you come up with something that can actually faze me, don't waste my time, Phil.
Oop.
My ring, my belt, my show. I tell you when you can come and when you can go.
No, that's not going to go over well.
Now's not the time.
I don't mean to be quiet, guys. I'm soaking in the promo.
I'm in your head and I'm under your skin. And go ahead, take a look at that sign. It's the last time you're gonna main event. I'm gonna pin you. I'm gonna lift you up onto my shoulders with all my punkamaniacs screaming, CM Punk, CM Punk. And I'm gonna hoist you above my beautiful head of hair. And I'm gonna send you back down to earth, crashing into my knee. And I'm gonna split your ego in two and beat you on the grandest stage of them all.
Roman's like, he's like no selling it.
I didn't want to go here because there's just so much rich history to tap into, but enough is enough. You're delusional. We all know you're great on this microphone. We all know that you're great with the mental games, but you can't faze me. I'm the most successful superstar you've ever ran into. I am your tribal chief. I've done everything under the sun in this business. And when the talking is done, we all know that you can't do the walking. Because at the end of the day, this is the truth here, Phil. You're not faster than me. You're not stronger than me. You can't do anything that I do in this ring. You're not better looking than me. You're nothing to me. This, that title on your waist, it's an embarrassment. You're a try-hard that's making us all look terrible because at the end of the day, you're old.
Oh. Oh, man. Did he just strike a nerve? Roman did it. He's happy. Look at him. That one got under the skin. Yeah, Roman is just like, yeah, I got you this week.
That's the king in the middle game.
Wow. So, that was interesting. So, it seemed like last week, Punk was definitely in Roman's head, left him kind of speechless at the end, and he walks to the back, and then Usos and everybody's so up in arms, so upset over what Punk had to say in that last line about Roman's dad. And so Johnny just said it perfectly. He says, I can't believe Punk having insecurities about his age is what made him throw the first punch. I'm surprised after all Roman said, that's what ticked him off. Exactly. So now Roman's like, hey, I'm in your head because now I know what you're insecure about. Obviously, Punk is like, hey, I'm one of the older guys on the roster. Don't know how everybody. I did see in an interview where he was talking about like a lot of the guys from his era are now retiring, like a Punk or like a Cena, like AJ. So he's tapping into some kind of insecurity there. I wouldn't have thought that would have been the one to do it, but yeah. So it seems like they balanced it this week by having Roman stand tall while Punk wanders off, bewildered, upset. Which, if you think about it, Roman has more composure because even after Punk said that about him, Roman didn't attack him. He didn't attack him. So Punk is the first one to throw hands. So I think in the mental game here, you could actually argue that Roman is winning the mental game at this point. But I like it because it humanizes Punk. Yeah, it does. It does. And from a storyline perspective, I think they could really use it without touching on it too much. And I'll be honest, like Punk is one of those guys. He may be, one of the older guys on the roster, but I never think of Punk as an older guy. I really don't. Like when I watch him, he's sort of like, I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan, but when I watch Brock, I never like, oh yeah, Brock's old. Like I don't ever think that. I don't ever look at Roman and be like, yeah, Roman's old. Like he's older than some of the other guys. I think it shows that he's a flawed individual that hasn't worked through his insecurities in a healthy way. Just surprised it was an age thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, and like Punk is so known for being like that hothead guy, that he's mouth first, right? That's what we love about him. He's so good on the mic and he's mouth first. That was interesting. I think it added a lot of wrinkles to what's happening. And I think it's kind of nice that we've got this thing that's sort of building organically week to week. And I'm sure it's going to get worse and worse and worse by the time we actually reach Mania in like 4 weeks or whatever it is. Whereas the Randy Orton-Cody match, they chose a different path, which I think was perfect for that path. I don't know that Randy would have. I don't know that Randy and Cody, that it would have worked if they waited week after week after week after week and did the promo battles back and forth. So I think that I think it's a really good way, and there's a good juxtaposition between the two main feuds happening right now. You have one that's become very bloody and very personal. Let's see what Johnny says here. Oh, and there was no latency issues for me tonight. Bless it. That is like the best news I've heard tonight. That's awesome, man. That's what I'm trying to do, is make sure that it always stays within 1 or 2 seconds or none at all. So I'm glad that you didn't have any issues tonight. So hopefully all the latency issues are behind us. But Johnny, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you sticking around tonight and chatting wrestling with me. And to everybody else that was in the chat that stopped in, it looked like it was actually there's a lot of new people checking out the stream tonight. I saw a lot of people kind of coming in and staying a while. So I do appreciate it. And thank you guys. If you checked out the stream for the first time, thank you. Drop a like, subscribe. If you are checking it out on replay, thank you guys so much. And I did see a lot of people over on Twitch, so thank you guys on Twitch who are checking it out over there. Kick, you're always doing well. So thank you guys so much. Good night, Johnny. Take care, and I might do a couple other shows this week before SmackDown, because I'm just kind of in the middle of the week. I'm wanting to do more. I'm trying to work my way into doing them most nights of the week. So I might be on tomorrow, and if not, it'll be Wednesday. So I'm going to look and see what my schedule looks like and go from there. But it's going to be tomorrow or Wednesday. So hope to see you there, Johnny. And thank you guys so much. And until next time, keep kicking out.